Hey everybody, my name is Alexis, or WaxyLex, and welcome to update 2 of the Brute costume made by myself and my friend Gabe. And right now I am working on the footprint of the Brute. So the idea is I carve the footprint out of clay, and then it's going to be 2 different sculpts. So sculpt a footprint, then make a mold out of plaster, or a plaster of Paris, and then cast it out of a rubber that is provided to us by Smooth On. So I already sculpted the first footprint and I already got it molded. I just flipped it over so I can get the clay out. I made a clay wall so it'd be really even on the edges. This thing's really heavy, and I'm really nervous about this. I really want this to turn out because plaster isn't that cheap, and I'm already starting to peel away. So I'm just going to continue to peel at this and get all this foil out of here. And hopefully this footprint will work out. So the idea is, so with the footprint and the mold, the bottom of the foot will actually look like a Brute footprint. And this is for multiple reasons. 1, because I really want to. 2, it would be really cool if we could get like footprint pictures of the Brute and it doesn't look like a metal pad or metal or wood pad. So it doesn't look very smooth on the back side. That's because this side was touching the table and you don't need to sculpt this side. And foil sticks to foil. Foil sticks to clay. I'm having a really hard time talking. Foil sticks to clay really easy, especially like the crappy dollar store kind. So I have to make sure that I save all of my clay, because the clay is not cheap. This clay, I spent $7-8 on a 2-pound brick, and I've got about 30 pounds worth of this clay, so you can do the math. And I bought all this clay for the engineer costume, which is a costume that I've already since, retired. And I'm actually going to be reusing the bones of the engineer for this costume. So reduce, reuse, recycle, right? So we're almost done here. I'm actually going to cut it for now, so you guys have an idea of the shape here. Definitely looks like a Brute foot. So we'll see what it looks like after I get all this clay out. Alright, so I got the clay out of the mold. So one of the things that I was really worried about was getting the clay out all in one piece. And I want to do that all in one piece because I want to get the exact dimensions of the foot that I made out of clay, but not have to start over from scratch. So the idea was get the whole footprint out of the mold and just flip it over. So the shape it's the same, just reflected, so it's a left foot, right foot. So I got the clay out of the mold. The mold's gone now. And I have to resculpt this side, because this is the side that's on the table. Now it's up because it's the opposite. I have to resculpt it, but now here's the mold. And it looks pretty great. I'm really happy with it, actually. It looks really good. It's a little oily because I'm using oil-based clay, but it looks awesome, and I can't wait to start casting this footprint. So there's one of Jeremy's stilts that we made that I showed you guys last time, and the idea is we're gonna get a big piece of plywood, pour the rubber in there, then put the wood on top of that. That way it has a hard, flat platform, and then we drill the stilts to it so it's all one foot. And then to make the rest of the foot, we're going to be using upholstery foam and carving it so it's nice and lightweight. The heaviest part of this whole costume is probably going to be the legs, if not the head, which we'll try and make it not heavy because Jeremy has to wear that on his head, and it's going to be like 6 inches above his head, so it's going to suck for him a little bit. But yeah, 1 foot down, 1 to go. So that's update number 2, and I'm glad you guys are watching and following along for the ride. We plan on getting this done for PAX West this year, so we've got, it's May now, so September, May, June, July, August, September. Less than 5 months to get this done. So wish us luck. I'll give you guys another update soon. Bye-bye.